Have you ever watched a video online and ever wanted to make a copy of it but didn't know how to? Well, in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how you can use free open source software to make copies of your favorite videos from sources such as EllenTube, BuzzFeed, and YouTube. If you look at the description below, I'm going to provide a list of all supported websites. It changes every now and then, so just make sure that you guys click on the link so you can see if your favorite website is supported. All right, let's jump over to the computer and let's get started. Now that we are in our AWS Management Console, we're going to open up the services, then go to EC2. Now that we're in EC2, we're going to launch an instance. And we're going to select Amazon Linux 2 AMI. And we're going to select the 64-bit x86. All right, so every single one of these settings that we have here, we're either going to stick to free tier or just the default value. And everything else, we're going to leave it as default. Storage, we're going to leave that as default as well. We're going to add tags here just so that we can know which instance we are spinning up. We can keep track of it. So let's add a tag. And let's put name, and the value is just going to be YouTube DL, configure security group, and this we're just going to leave as default as well, and then review and launch. And let's go ahead and hit launch. All right, it's important for you to know which key you're using. I'm going to create a brand new pair. For you, if you already have an existing one or the vote key, you're going to go ahead and use that one. All right, I'm going to name mine Valdez-key, and I'm going to launch instances. All right, so I'm going to click on view instances. And here you notice that this instance is being created. So the instance state is in pending. So we're going to wait for this to be ready. And I'm going to hit pause on this video. All right. Now the instance state changed from pending to running, and we're ready to go. It's important for us to get the IP address for this device. So I'm just going to click on any empty space, come to the bottom and look for the public IPv4 address, and then just hit on this box to copy it to my clipboard. Since I am running a Mac operating system, I need to change the permission of this PEM file so that I can go ahead and use it using terminal. I'm going to change my folder to the downloads folder and change the permission of this PEM file so that I can go ahead and use it in SSH. Now I'm going to use this key via SSH. So SSH-I Valdez-key PEM. EC2-user is the default user for all EC2 instances on Amazon, and then paste in the public IPv4 address. All right. So I'm going to type in yes to continue connecting. And at this point, I am connected to my Amazon EC2 instance. So now that I have connection to this Amazon EC2 instance, I am going to create a folder, name it media. And in this folder, we're going to store our videos. After we create the media folder, I am going to install Pip Packager so that we can then go ahead and install YouTube DL. All right, so let's get started with that. I'm going to type in ls so we can see what files and folder are in this particular directory. There's nothing here. So I'm going to put mkdir, so make directory, and name it media. Type in ls once again. Notice that media is created. So let's change our directory to media. CD stands for change directory. So let's change it. There you go. Notice that the prompt changed. All right. Now that we created the media folder, we're going to go ahead and install pip sudo yum install pip. So it's going to go ahead and download. All right. So it's going to go ahead and download pip. And it's asking me if I want to continue. So I'm going to type in Y for yes. All right, now that pip is installed, I'm going to do sudo pip install YouTube-DL. All right, so YouTube-DL is installed already. And it's pretty simple to use this application. The only thing we need to do is just type in YouTube-DL quotation mark, open quotation mark, and then paste in the URL of the video that we want to download. After we type in the URL, we go ahead and put in the closing quotation mark and hit enter. So wherever you're currently located, that's where YouTube DL is going to download your media. All right, so now let's just find a video that we would like to go ahead and download. So let me open up a tab and head over to YouTube. And I am going to find any video that is very short. So this one is just 3 minutes. So, let's just make believe that I love this video. I want to save a copy of it because it's very helpful for whatever I'm going to do. So if I'm going to save a copy of it, I need to get the URL. So to get the URL, I'm going to first click on the video, come to the top where you have the address bar, and just copy all of this over here. Make sure that everything is highlighted. All right, now that this is copied over to my clipboard, I'm going to switch back over to my terminal. And again, the way that you use this command is by first going to the directory that you want to save to. So in our case, media, and then you type in YouTube-DL, open quotation, and then paste in the URL where the video is located. So the address of where the video is located, and then close the quotation mark. And then hit enter. All right, so if you notice, it is downloading the Squid Game and it's taking the title of the video as well. So Squid Game -SNL. And it's adding a few metadata at the end, and then it's going to download it as an MP4 file. So it's going to be viewable by any media player. All right, so once again, I am going to pause this video so that we can finish this download and be able to play it. So I am going to type in ls just to verify that it was downloaded. It's right here. It's in pink. Now that we verified that the Squid Game is there, I'm just going to clear the screen. And I am going to run an HTTP server using Python. And it's just a simple command. The whole purpose of this server is so that we can access the file from our real computer at home. In order for us to do that, we're going to type in Python -m open quotation mark simple HTTP server close quotation mark. Now it's important to keep in mind the capitalization, so uppercase S in the beginning, HTTP server, the HTTP and the S is also capitalized as well. I'm going to hit enter, and notice that it is serving HTTP on port 8000. All right, now that we have this port 8000 there, this is really good. We're going to go back to our web browser and we're going to delete everything from the address bar and paste in the IP address of the instance. So let me go back to the management console, copy it once again. So I'm going to paste it, :8000. Now the 8000 is important, and the reason why we're putting in 8000 is because the port that we open up for this HTTP server is port 8000 and not the commonly used port of 80. So it's important for us to type in :8000 to tell the web browser that we're going to be using a port that is not common. Once we type this in, we're just going to hit enter. All right, so I just remembered that we did not open up this port on the Amazon EC2 instance. So let's just go back to the Amazon EC2 instance and let's open up that port. So we're going to head over to security groups. So let's click on security tab, then click on security group, edit inbound rules, and we're going to add in custom TCP port and put 8000. And we're going to put from anywhere. And we're going to hit save rules. And now we should refresh this page and it should work. All right, there you go. So if you notice, it's showing all of the files and folder in the directory that I'm currently exposing to the internet. So in order for me to download this, I can right click it and just hit save link as. That's one way. Or I could just click on it and it will play the video from the web browser. And again, this really depends on which web browser you're using. I am currently using Google Chrome here. All right, so let's just recap. What we did was we created an Amazon EC2 machine on Amazon Web Services, and we named this EC2 machine YouTube DL, and it was an Amazon Linux operating system. And after we had the Amazon EC2 machine running, we then installed YouTube DL and went to YouTube or any other sources that are supported by YouTube DL, copy the link and paste it into the terminal. In order for us to get the file, we had to open up port 8000 because we open up a simple HTTP server using port 8000. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you soon. Take care.